Hey, hello, everybody. We've got Misty here, Brandon on the phone.
Good morning, everyone.
Brandon's all the way over, and are you in Rygate right now, Brandon?
Actually, I'm at my house in Shepherd. I just got done working some horses this morning in the cool before the storm hits, and so I'm there. I go between here and the ranch at Rygate every other day. So I have a lot of windshield time.
Yeah, no kidding. I feel you there. Well, this is our first day this year. We brought him over, and I had the intention of working with him a couple times before we had our first session together this year, but we just have been doing a lot of haltering and feeding and separating Mystery from his buddies over there in the North Pasture, and he's, even with that little bit of interaction, he's quite different than he was when he first got here. You see, he's
good.
His head down and his legs is really easy to catch. So
outstanding. We always have the good intentions of doing a lot of work through the winter time, because we kind of think of that as to be our slow time. But it just seems like there really is no slow time, and so the easy thing to do is kind of go, much today, and it kind of gets away. But if you've been doing what is obvious that you've been doing, because he is right there at your shoulder and looking at you, and very, very connected with you. That is really super good foundational work. And if that is all you got done, that is phenomenal. And getting a little bit more of the discipline for him to not be as fearful or anxious to be away from other horses and comfortable with you, that is really, if you look at it, the ultimate goal, right? So that they're with you and not the horse. So want to be with other horses, that you're part of their herd, and so that's tremendous work. And that's you haven't lost anything if you're going to try to beat yourself up over not working them as much as you should. Don't, because sometimes you can overwork them as well. We've talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's funny how much you can do with very little time.
Yeah, that's right. Now I've got a 12-second delay on my end this morning, so I'm going to see something that's, when I see it, it's 12 seconds after it's already happened, just so everybody knows. And we'll kind of back up a little bit, and we're kind of leaving off where we were last fall or early winter, I guess, is when we shut down for a little bit and give everybody a rest, and I think for the good. He is much, much more controlled. Very good.
It's a lot more relaxed. He still did a little lip switch, but he came right out on the rail and immediately started licking his lips and lowering his head.
Good. And one of the things we need to probably talk about, and we'll continue to do this, is that we scheduled a certain amount of time, and people will ask me how long it takes to train a horse, and my question or my answer always is it depends, and it's not trying to evade the question. It truly does. It depends on how fast the horse learns, their basic wiring. Are they a flighty horse? Are they a spooky horse? Are they kind of a dead horse? And I've literally had novice riders riding some horses after an absolute maximum of 30 days. Oh, that was a great stop. Oh, nice. He's not trying to come to you. Good job. Should try to turn him to you. Very nice. Good job, Taryn. And you've got a distraction with your pup outside, and there's something to be said for that. There's nothing wrong with a dog distracting a horse or a person distracting a horse at certain times. And having that little bit of discipline is great. That's why we like the open-sided corral instead of a closed-sided. And we can go into all of that if we get some questions about it. But having the ability to keep this horse distracted and have him work on with you in spite of that drives that higher performance and a more predictable horse. And this is what you try to do. They said some of these horses, like one I've had, literally 30 days training, a nice neck rein, a stop, everything that you want with this horse, and crawl under it. and have a novice rider take that horse away and never have an issue. Now, at the same time, I've had other horses that I was doing groundwork on them strictly for 6 weeks, and I'm talking about, you know, as a production and trying to get this horse trained in a good time, but not rush them. So it all depends on the horse, and the same thing with these sessions. And this is where I was long way around again, and you'll hear me do this a lot. We don't know how long it's going to take to work him today. It could be, 30 minutes. It could take as long as an hour. And if we get to the end of our hour and things aren't right, we might have to cut the camera short, and Taryn will have to keep working him until we get him to do something right on her terms, in case, we blow him up and he throws a fit and you have this meltdown mentally and emotionally, and you have to go back and fix that before you can move on. So you never know how long it's going to take. We do the best we can for the horse. This isn't about us. It's about the horse, as we want to finish this horse, make him a good, solid mount, and predictable for anybody who rides him.
We can go a little bit briefly into some detail about Mystery for anyone that wasn't able to tune in this fall and winter. He's 4 years old. And you had explained before you left